Dear students, Jai Hind, very good morning. As you all know, we are continuing the topic of graph. You have already been explained how to represent and how to draw the graph of particular given data. Whenever you are given particular data, the graph can be easily drawn. Okay, we have so far in 4 lectures, you have already understood about various types of graphs, as you all know. Now, dear student, in today's lecture, we are still going to understand some different types of graphs. Understand, and before I start today's lecture, I want to first discuss with you one particular graph formation because I think that may create later on some confusion in your mind. That's why we are targeting to draw one particular graph today first, and then we will go for some variety of graphs. Okay, see, dear student. As we all know, chapter number 12, okay, introduction to graph. Introduction to graph, okay, and today in our lecture number 5, we are going to understand some different types of graph from the given data, okay. So first, let us write the question. This is the question, okay. Let me write. You also need to, as far as you know, whenever in such type of topic, you need to prepare at least 2 to 3 graphs needs to be prepared by you. Understood? Because that is very important. See, the question now is this. What is the question? Draw the graph of draw the graph of, just understand the question. Draw the graph of circumference circumference of a circle versus draw the graph of circumference of a circle versus a radius. Okay, this is the given data. Here we are taking this graph because once I will start explaining, you will come to know where a little confusion arises, which can be solved very easily. How can we move now this? See, the very first thing, just read the question and find out the two variable quantity, one circumference of circle, another radius of circle. We will suppose both of them in this way. If I write let radius be x, okay, radius be x and circumference be y. If you do not want to if you just want to mention, you can write centimeter, no problem at all. Let radius be x centimeter and circumference be y centimeter. After representing both these, we have to write the equation for circumference of a circle. You know the formula for circumference. What is that? If I just write circumference, if you can remember the formula, what is that? Actually, it is like this: 2 pi r, as you all know very well. Circumference equal to 2 pi r. You know the formula. Let us substitute symbolically circumference. I put the symbol y equal to 2 pi. Instead of r, I will place the symbol x. This is the basic equation for the circumference of a circle you obtain. Understood? Now, dear student, after obtaining this particular linear equation, as you all know, y has power 1, x has power 1. Obviously, it is a linear equation. Let us now, you need to understand important thing here. Here in the linear equation there is pi, and value of pi you all know, 22 upon 7. How we are just moving in this? Try to understand how to prepare the observation table. What I am doing here, please concentrate. Understand, I am preparing the observation table here. As you all know, your observation table has to include at least 5 values. But here, let us take 4 value. That will also be sufficient for drawing the graph. Okay, x representing the radius, y representing the circumference. Okay, now dear student, we have to take the values of x because it is the radius. Now my personal guidance is that when you draw the graph for this, if you want to get integral values in the graph, what you should do, you should suppose all values of radius the multiplier of 7, because value of pi is 22 upon 7. So to cancel 7, you should take all values of radius as multiples of 7. Mind this. Suppose, dear student, we take multiples of 7. Let me take 7, then 7 2 ja 14, 7 3 ja 21, 7 4 ja 28. Let us substitute one by one. Suppose first we take x equal to 7. What is the value of y? Pi 22 upon 7 into 7. 7 7 cancelled. 22 2 ja 44 centimeter. Let us write it here, 44. Okay. Then, dear student, if you take the second value, this is for the first value. Again, y equal to 2 as it is, as per the formula. Value of pi 22 upon 7 into 14. Cancel 7 2 ja. 2 2 ja 4, 22 ja 88. Third value, y equal to the basic formula 2 pi 2 into 22 upon 7 into 21, 7 3 ja 3 2 ja 6, multiply 6 with 6 2 ja 12, 6 2 ja 12, 132. Still will, so just let me place the value 88, then 132. Now also one more value left. Again y equal to 2 into 22 upon 7 into 28. Just cancel. 4 2 ja 8. Multiply 8 with this. 8 2 ja 16. 1 8 2 ja 16. 176. Okay. So, dear student, that's why we intentionally took this example today. The target is, you may get confused here, and if you take the value of x as 1 2 3 4, it becomes little difficult. No doubt you can do, but it becomes little difficult to get the integral values, and again it becomes more difficult to represent them on the graph. That's why I have intentionally taken this example and guided you, because in the equation there is pi whose value is 22 upon 7. You should select the value of x in such a way that it can be easily get cancelled by 7. That's why value of x we are taking multiples of 7. First we just understand, dear student, because for drawing the graph we will cancel this data from here. Just we will keep the observation table. Okay. Value table we will maintain. Rest of the data just observe in 2 minutes how we got all the values. Then we will erase this data and will draw the graph. Okay. why we are taking values of radius as multiples of 7, that you can easily understand from here, right? And every time you just have to substitute the value of x, you see, and accordingly you will get four values of y: 44, 88, 132, and 176. Okay, just verify it. Okay, so dear student, you must have understood how we got this particular equation, how we took the value of x radius, and we got observation table. Now let us go for representing the data on the graph. Okay, here dear student, I have intentionally taken this example. The purpose is that on both the axes, x-axis as well as on y-axis, on both the axes you have to take scale. Okay, on both scale is required to be taken. Okay, let us draw it, because it will lie only in the first quadrant. You all know how to do it. Okay, just start drawing with me. It is y axis for me. Please start drawing with me. Okay, y axis. This is y axis for me. Okay, you also start drawing with me. We are going to produce the complete graph only in the first quadrant, as you all know, because this is practical examples. Okay, then draw the x axis also, x and y both. Okay, your complete graph is going to lie in the first quadrant only, right? So this is x axis for us, x dash. This is the origin. Okay, now see dear student, on x axis maximum value is 28. So there will never be availability of 28 boxes here. Not possible at all. So scale we will select is of 5. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 1 centimeter equal to 5, 25, 30, 35. Okay, right? Now you all know, per box I have taken a scale of 5. Understand? That means, dear student, one thing is clear: every two small line will constitute one here. You understood? Verify this. Every two small line, first two small line 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 and 5. Understood? Now here also the maximum value looking 176. So we will take the little bigger scale I will like to take, okay. Suppose we take a scale of 20, 10, okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Okay, should we take some more bigger scale so that we can adjust value up to 176, or should we move further 120, 130, 140? Then I have to erase this little data from here if I want to maintain the same scale. Okay, just understand, dear student, I am just extending this. Okay, you have graph paper, so you have availability of more boxes. I may not have. Okay, so I am just extending this, right? Okay, why 120, 120, then 130, 140, 150, 160, 170 and 180. Okay, dear student. First, you just uh, write all measurement on x-axis and y-axis. Okay. Then we will go on representing the points here. See, dear student, this is almost 18 boxes. If you have in the graph paper 18 box, so I think just you leave one box, they are available. Understand? Otherwise, more scale, some larger scale can also be taken. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That way also you can take. But because I started taking the scale of 10, so we just want to maintain it. Okay. Now see, one by one. Let us represent the data. First one, please concentrate. X7, Y44. First you concentrate here only, dear student. See, 7 means we have taken the scale of 5. So every two small line will constitute 1. So after 5, concentrate. Take 2 line, that will be 6. More 2 line, that will be 7. Means after 5 you count how many small line? 4 small line. Suppose this is 7. Okay. 44, dear student. Here though there is one box equal to 10. So every one line will be 1. So 44. Where you will get 44? This is 40. One line 41, 42, 43, 44. You got it? And then if you like to draw the dotted line so that you will get the first point. Okay, this is the first point. Now 14, dear student, either you start counting from 10, or you start counting from 15 and come back. 15, if you want to start from 15, come 2 lines back. This is 14. Okay, so you got the 14. Or from 10 you have to count 1 at every 2 lines, so there will be 8 lines. 14, 88. Where is 88? After 80, count 8 line. This will be 88. And then a dotted line. Okay, this way you got the point. one dotted line from here also. 21. After 20, count 2 line, 21 you got. And here 132. 130, 131, just 2 line. And one dotted line from here. Okay. Dotted line from here. And dotted line from here also. This is the way they intersect. This is also one of the point. 28. Where you will get 28, 25? Count 2 line, 26. 2 line, 27. 2 line, 28. This is 28. 176. Easily you will get 170. 1 line, 171. Then 172. 173, 174, 175, 176 dotted line. Here though we haven't taken a scale that way, okay? And one dotted line from here. They are intersecting here. After getting all these points in this manner, it is just simply a question of joining them by a straight line. I am joining this way only. Understand? Right? You just draw and join them by a straight ruler. Okay? You join them. I am just joining this way. We have some difficulty in joining them. Understood? Because we are just we do not work as exactly as the graph paper here, but you will get an exact line. Okay, a straight line you will get by the ruler. If you get see what you have represented here, what is this? Radius. So you can write radius in centimeter. What you have represented here, so you can write this way, dear student, as I told you, you can write this way also, circumference in centimeter. Okay, and as you all know, scale factor very important here on both axes. On x axis, what is the scale taken by you? 1 centimeter equal to 5 units. On y axis as well, what is the scale taken? 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. Understand? This is the way you can produce such type of graphs. Okay, and because we are working here without graph paper, so it may happen that we will not get the exact straight line, but you will get it because you are with the comfort of the graph paper. You can draw it easily. Understood? But intention is main intention for taking this is that uh, because once it involves in the formula the value of radius and value of pi, that's why you may feel little more difficult in understanding the graph. So one target was that, so that whenever you come across such situation, you can easily understand this. That was the purpose. And also the main purpose was to take one such example where the scale factor is going to be involved on both the axes, x axis as well as y axis. Dear student, you have to be very conscious regarding scale factor. Mind it. Understand? Here we have taken the scale of 5. So every 2 line will be 1. Here we have taken scale of 10. So every one line will be 1. You understood this? Just verify this. Okay, just observe this. This is the way you can produce any graph. Okay, so you must have seen this and you must have drawn the graph. And again, I am reminding you regarding scale factor. Be very, very conscious regarding the scale factor. That is very, very important for you to understand. Whenever, dear student, whenever in the formula, means when you make the equation from the formula, you get pi. So next variable x, value of x needs to be selected as the multiple of 7. That will give you more comfort in getting the value table and getting a linear graph on the graph paper in more proper way. Understood? That's the target. Okay. Now I am erasing this from here. Right. And we are now moving for some another examples. Okay. Now, dear student, whatever examples we are practicing now, understand those examples again involves utilization of all four quadrants. Please concentrate. Just now, in last few lectures, we have been dealing with the practical examples, understand, of day-to-day life, where only measurements were involved. Okay, so it happened that it involved only the use of the first quadrant. But now we are taking one another question which may include the utilization of all four quadrants. Okay, see, dear student, let me write question for you. Okay, question number 2. What is the question? But before that, as we erase the title of the chapter, understand, and I always in a practice of writing this so that whenever some lectures are made public for more revision, you will feel more comfort. Okay, introduction to graph, right? Let me write the question for you. This is the question. Plot the points, plot the points. Let me write the points. Plot the points let us write. Plot the points I want to utilize all four quadrants as far as possible. Point -3, comma -4. Then second point, 5, comma -4, and 5 comma minus 4 and 5 comma 3. 3 points you have to locate on the graph paper. And what is the question? State the, note down this, state the type of figure. State the type of figure obtained by joining all points, and also find and also find perimeter. Okay, this is the question. Also find perimeter. First, dear student, you just understood the and try to understand the question, and this is simply we have to directly move for the graph. There is no way of making equation because 3 points has already been given. Okay, so first let us draw the axis. Okay, now dear student, we have to utilize all 4 quadrants. Okay, so you need to draw the line in that way only. Understood? First, y-axis, please draw. First, y-axis. Understood? Y, y dash, then x-axis, okay, then x-axis, extend, x-axis, okay, represent all the values. This is origin, okay, positive x coordinate here, 1 positive x coordinate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever availability. Then here negative x coordinates -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, positive y coordinates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever the box availability. Okay, then here negative y coordinates -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. Let us go for locating the points. Okay, which is the first point? -3, comma -4. X -3 here, y -4. I am not drawing the dotted line but arbitrarily putting the points by just assuming. Okay, this is the first point. Don't write the coordinate, just mention this way. Next, that is x5, y minus 4 somewhere here. Okay. If you don't feel comfort, you can draw the dotted line. That's your choice. Then 5, 3, x5, y3. Okay. Here you got the point. 3 points you already got. Now, what is the question? The question is, after you get the 4 point, which state the type of the figure obtained by joining all these points in order. Okay, dear student. So, first, let us join both these points. Okay. Please draw with me. Join both the points. Okay. Now, after joining this, join these 2 points in order. Okay. Then these are joined, and this third pair of the point also needs to be joined. Okay. Join this also with ruler. Okay. So, dear student, all the points are joined already, and after joining these points, if you just want to name the point, that is your choice. You can say this. Suppose if I say this point A, I call this point B, I call this C. So you got the figure, and you understood one thing. After drawing this, you can guess which type of figure is obtained. Obviously triangle, but basically it looks like it is a right angle triangle. So your first answer you got. So your first answer you will write on the opposite page. As you all know, what you will write on the opposite page, I am just writing it here. The This is the first answer. The figure obtained is right angled triangle. Okay, right angled triangle. Your second answer, dear student, that you have to perform at home, understand, by utilizing the ruler. Here we are drawing the graph on the board, so there may not be the precise way of measuring the sides. But what you should do, you have to find perimeter. Perimeter means addition of length of all sides. So what I am suggesting, find first AB with the help of ruler. Find BC, find CA, and then add all this, you will get the perimeter. Understand? Well, what I am doing here, I am just giving you the hint how you will find the perimeter. You just have to find AB plus BC plus AC. Whatever answer you get, that will be the perimeter. Okay. So this way also the question can be designed, that you are given the 3 points, and from this, by utilizing these 3 points, you have to try to formulate the diagram. Understood? And you have to find the perimeter. Here in case of triangle, sometimes these two sides becomes easy, but sometimes this becomes little difficult to measure hypotenuse. That's why I am suggesting you is that you utilize the scale, exactly measure the length of AB, BC and AC, and just add them, you will get the perimeter. Okay. this way. Is it clear in your mind? Okay, right. So, dear student, in today's lecture, the explanation of two very important graphs. The first one involved the use of pi. Second one totally contrast to that, where 3 points needs to be located on the graph paper and you have to answer the which figure you obtain, understand, just by joining them. You understood this, so you need to just practice such type of examples also. Okay, dear student. So few more graph we will also take in the next lecture. Okay, thank you very much.